clean really quick. I don't know if you see my little pile of dirt here. What's what it is right now? Dirt and seeds. Don't you love that beginning? I'm actually filming this on the spring equinox. And I got my little baby here. They're going to be purple cones. I'm excited. I hope you'll stick with me to watch it grow. I'm actually going to jump right in with an angel number. I've been doing the energy first, but I feel like I want to do an angel number first. I don't know if I'll do an energy one. We'll see. Let's see what comes out here. I'm going to play it by ear right now. That was not a great shuffle. All right. Yeah, I hope you're well. Hope you're resting and taking care of yourself. We are in the midst of eclipse and retrograde season, and it's amazing energy. And I'm not going to lie, it's not easy energy, but it's still beautiful because it reminds us of the balance, of the ups and the downs, because we have so many ups to be grateful for that we have to realize that with that comes the downs. Can I have an angel number, please, Spirit, for beautiful sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements? Just one angel number. It could be a life path number, it could be a lucky number, it could be a phone number, it could be a license plate number, but it will be important because I am called to call it first. What do you got for Capricorn? Looking for a specific one. Beautiful. 17. Let's see. Let go? Interesting. That's all I saw first. It says, let go of the past. Okay. Release, forgiveness, healing, growth, new beginnings, moving forward, renewal. And that's what today is all about. Now, I hope you're seeing this today, but if you're not, you're seeing it after the spring equinox, and that is when we release the old. That is when we are excited to embrace the new and to really lean into the growth that is happening around us. In the northern hemisphere here, we have the absolutely beautiful spring season entering right now. That's what we're stepping into right now, and with that comes the buds on the trees, and with that comes the new grass coming in, and I see full adult babies going around outside, the little the little bunnies. I'm sorry, I lost my words there. It's been happening a lot today, but I see the bunnies out there, and where I live, the birds come a certain bird family comes every year and makes a nest in our porch light. So, I mean, we go in and we clean it out after they're gone, but so there's little birds chirping in there every freaking year. The mom comes back and lays more eggs. It's so freaking funny. And I have a little bit of a fear of birds just because, you know, their unpredictability, that sort of thing. Anyways, hold on to the story. But the growth of the world and how it keeps spinning despite the fact that there are shitty things happening, despite the fact that we have planetary changes, despite the fact that we're going through personal things, life is still going on. Grass is still going to grow. The buds are still going to come onto the trees. We're still going to have longer days now. You know, the snow is starting to melt, that sort of thing. And if you're on the southern hemisphere and you happen to be watching this, hello. And I know you guys are getting ready to go into fall. Fall is my favorite time of year, not just because I'm a Virgo and I was born in September, but because that's when things are starting to go away. And it's crispier, and I like to watch that part of it. I don't know why, but spring is right behind it because we get to see it all come back. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing life that we have. But if we choose to hold on to the past, and if I choose to hold on to those dried dead flowers and mourn them and be sad about them and not use them and not let them fall to the ground so that way they can grow into, so they can, you know, compost. It's just natural shit, right? It's a circle of life. The leaves fall to the ground and then they get mulched up and then they become, you know what I'm saying? Like it's this whole ecosystem that we live in. So the trees are able to let go of the past is the moral of my story. which means it's time for you to do that. It's not an easy thing to do, but it's important for growth. Because if we kept everything, it would be too much. We need to make room for the new and the sparkly and the exciting so that we can feel sparkly and new and exciting. It's time to release the weight of the past and embrace the new opportunities ahead. Trust your instincts, especially if you feel called to lead others, as the universe is guiding and supporting you in this journey. So, okay, you guys are leaders anyways. This is not any news to you. Everybody loves Capricorn. Not only are you leaders, but you're fucking loyal to a point. And that does make it hard to let go of things sometimes. And now I'm talking about situationships and people and things that we think that we're helping. We could be just doing it for them. Take a break. You're invited now to take a break. Take a little break from where you've been supposedly cultivating, where you're not seeing growth. Take a break from that. Seven of Pentacles. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Is what I'm putting into this actually nurturing this and helping this, or am I doing it for it? It's really time to reflect on those things when it's the spring equinox, but especially for you because you're grounded and loyal and you don't want to walk away from something you put so much love into. But it might be time to. Take time to write a letter to your past self, acknowledging the lessons learned and their symbolic, and then symbolically let it go, whether by burning it or tearing it up. That might be a weird thing for you, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with weird, but what there is something wrong with is choosing to hold on to it. Because if you hold on to all that crap that hasn't been growing, even though you're putting all your love into it, what's missing? The growth. And if you choose to hold on to this pile of dead leaves and try to stick them back onto your tree, yeah, I was sticking with the tree analogy, but if you keep trying to do that, Capricorn, what's going to happen? You're going to block out all the beautiful new buds coming in. You can't be worried about the new things and also be worried about the old things. You can't put the same amount of love into new if you're putting that into the old. I know you know what that's all about. I'm pulling from the Cosmic Energy deck next to see if there's if there's an energy that Spirit would like you to tap into right now to help you through this. I don't know, I'm not really feeling this right now. No, I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna pull it. No, I'm not gonna pull it. See what I'm talking about? Balance. I'm sorry. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I'm talking about. See, I was literally just doing it. The push and the pull. I didn't even realize I was doing it. Like, I was saying yes, no, yes, no. Find balance to maintain harmony in relationships. Now, the balance we're talking about here is what you're putting in. If you're not getting that back, what are you doing? What are you even doing? Would I keep growing this if it wasn't, 3 months later, nothing's coming out? Am I still watering it? Am I giving it plant food? No, it was a dud bag. It's okay. It sucks because I was excited to watch it grow, but no. When it starts to grow and I start to see those beautiful purple cones, that's what they're called. They're purple flowers. They almost look like daisies. Once you see them, they start coming out. Oh my goodness gracious! You're gonna put all that love into it and be so excited, and then repot it into a bigger one, and then you move on to the next thing. That's just how it works. But it's not growing. We're sitting here in June and there's not one little bud popping out. What am I doing? No. You have to be giving what you're getting. This is the Six of Pentacles sort of vibe. That's not why you're doing it. Obviously. If you're giving life to something, you're doing it because you want it to continue to live. You're not doing it because you want something back. And it's the same thing in relationships. If you're doing everything for someone, say we're talking about, all right, I like the tree thing, of course, and I'm going to get back to it, but say we're talking about a partner here. If you're doing every single thing for your partner, everything, and they're not giving it back to you. They're not matching that energy, not by doing the exact same things, but say you do all the cooking and the cleaning and that kind of the domestic stuff, and they're not doing anything on their end. What are you doing? There has to be an equal give and take, because if you weren't doing all those things and they're not doing all those things, it's none of it's getting done. If you're getting up and going to work and they're not doing anything and they're not contributing anything at home by helping with the cooking and the cleaning and all that kind of stuff, where's the balance? There has to be a balance in relationships. It's different when it's parents and kids because you brought them on this earth. They didn't ask to be here. But I'm talking about in relationships in general. If you have adult children that you're doing things for and they're not doing anything, yeah, that's a problem. No, they didn't ask to be here, but guess what? They're 29 years old. It's time to do something. You can't keep doing everything for everybody. Your loyalty will get you in trouble otherwise. Let's get into tarot. Oh, Spirit. Crack me up, my friends. I love you guys. I love you guys so much, but that back and forth, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, was spot on. Oh, gotta giggle. Alright, so let me do one big shuffle. I've already shuffled on your energy anyways, Capricorn, but and put all that love and questions into... Okay, I guess it wasn't going there. Into these cards, but... Just gonna do one more. Bigger shuffle, please. Thank you, Spirit. Alright, we're looking into the recent past, current energy, and future energy. I don't know why I'm still giggling here. And my nose is itching. Recent past, current energy. Recent past. What brought you here? In the recent past, what were we feeling? The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest card in the deck, and it gets a lot of shit. I actually love the Knight of Pentacles because it's progress. Baby steps are still steps forward. Even if this is growing really slow, sorry. Ooh. Even if this is growing very slowly, I'm still happy with this progress. It may make me question if I'm doing the right thing. But as an earth sign, I know you feel confident in the Knight of Pentacles because while it's slow growth, and at first you may be like, did I do something wrong? Once it starts to fully form, again, even though it's very slow, painstakingly slow, this can actually allow you to work on other projects. This can actually allow you to see other things because you know you can trust this little guy is growing. So then you can take your focus away from it for a little bit, work on something else because you know this is growing. You can see that it's growing. It's beautiful. It's just fucking slow, and that's okay. You can't just keep, but you can't overwater it or put too much plant food into it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're trying to grow something and it's growing slow, it's okay. Because it's grounded and trustworthy. If you start to question if it's something you're doing, then you're really just putting all that energy out there that doesn't need to be out there because you already know it's growing. So it's time to move on to something else. What do we got in the current energy for Capricorn? Capricorn's current energy. What is Capricorn's current energy, spirits? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. I always have to finish it. The Moon. So it makes you go inside. Am I doing the right thing? Because it says here. Actually, I didn't read the night one. Let's do that anyways. Slowly but surely, you're going places. That's what the Knight of Pentacles is. And it is slow, but it's sure. And I trust sure over fast and quick anytime. Excuse me. Currently is the Moon. Taking time for deep self-reflection is essential. So you can see where else you need to put that energy. That you've already done this. Finding the balance is key. That's why it's here. Finding the way to look forward and backwards is key. Is essential. You're going to find those answers in you because of your loyal, beautiful, grounded heart. This is not like a situation where you're all over the place and you're not sure. This is knowing you have abundance of energy, abundance in some area, and you need to figure out where it's going next. So you can keep that balance of what you've worked on and where you're going. What do we have in the future energy for beautiful Taurus? No, beautiful Capricorn. I mean, beautiful Taurus as well, but beautiful Capricorn, future, looks like so specific today. It's cute the way it came out. Yeah, full energy. And in this deck, she calls it the Cozy Witch. I love that. That's the name of this deck, the Cozy Witch deck. Gorgeous. She knows, and we know what the Fool is. She knows she only needs the clothes on her back, her cute little hat, herself, her little familiar, and her bag. That's it. She's going on a journey through every single card. All 78 cards she's going to face, which means she's going to face the ups, the downs, the towers, the heartbreak, the sun, the devil, the moon, all of it. And she's not worried about it. Look at her. She's not worried. She's remaining optimistic, and she's jumping in feet first and doesn't know where she's going to land. But it doesn't matter, because she knows she has this abundance here in her hands. The moon is asking you to go through that door, the dark door, the unknown door. That's what the definition of the moon is. It's the unknown doorway, the dark doorway that you have no choice to go through, because you're going through the deck. The deck is life. We're going to go through it many, many times. Ups, downs, all of it. And when you see this, it's because you're about to step in through that dark door. You already know what you're leaving behind, because it's already secure. That tree has been planted. And we're not talking about just flowers here, because while they're important and they're beautiful to remind us of the growth, think about a tree. A tree is going to live to be hundreds of years old, but it's going to take a long time to grow, and we don't need to watch it. We don't need to water it. We don't need to feed it. It's going to do all that shit itself. So think of this Knight of Pentacles as the tree that you planted, and it's time to let go. You don't need to pour all your nurture into it anymore, because that's just wasted energy. Stepping through the doorway, the dark doorway, with your feet first, taking that leap of faith that it's going to be okay on the other side, is how you find the balance. So you're not wasting any more energy. What do we got on the bottom here? Beautiful. Ace of Swords. Look at you. You're bursting with sparkly new ideas. I love it. And that's what the swords are. It's the mind, it's communication, it's intuition, it's trusting yourself. Trusting that you're going to be okay once you go through this dark doorway, because you've done it before. You've done it before. You're growing this absolutely beautiful tree because you put your faith into it. You put your love into it. And you saw the sparks, and you saw the thing starting to grow, and you're like, okay, this is good now. I don't need to water this and feed this every single day, but I still am. Why? You have beautiful energy. You can grow a damn tree that's going to outlive us all and our kids. Most likely their kids. Some of these trees are 300 years old in the world. That's been sitting there for a very, very long time. I think there's like 1,000-year-old tree somewhere. You don't know what's going to happen with it. But it's not your concern anymore, because you already planted it, and it's time to let go. Step through that door and have that beautiful full energy, because you have all the faith in the world that this new shit's coming through, and that the next new idea is coming for the next tree. Bottom of the deck is Ace of Wands. Also another ace, and when you get two aces, that's a great sign in a reading. You know, if you come out, it's still there, because that's the passion that you're excited to go through all this with. I don't know if I cleansed it. I don't know if I knocked. Thank you, Spirit, so much for these messages. For amazing Capricorn. Look at this shit. Badass. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here in the recent past? What do we got? Ha! Ace of Wands. Told ya. That's the passion. That's the excitement. That's how you got to plant this tree. That's how you feel when you look at that tree growing. I don't know if you grew up in a city, but in the 80s and early 90s, they really started these little initiatives in bigger cities to plant trees. And And so like streets would be regular residential streets would be lined with these little saplings, and they had these sticks to hold them up, which was amazing. And they had these like little chicken wire around it so animals wouldn't get into it. And as you start to see them grow and grow on their own, they take the sticks away, they take the wires away. It's just able to stand on its own, and it's beautiful. It's so exciting, and I can't even imagine what it felt like to be one of those adults at the time, because I was little, to plant those things and then to come back and see how big they are now. Because I've gone on Google Earth and looked at some of those areas where I grew up, and I'm like, oh my god, they're full on fucking trees now. This is 40 years ago. They're huge trees now. It's amazing, and that's where the excitement comes in, because you're like, oh my god, you're passionate about this because you're able to do this before. The next project coming up is on the other side of this dark door. What is the moon here for? Why do we have the moon here? Can we clarify that, please, for Capricorn? Why do we have the moon for Capricorn? Oh, something wants to come. Ten of Cups. And you know the story of the Ten of Cups, and if you don't, let's talk about it real quick, because the Ten of Cups is a happy day, it's a happy life, it's being able to provide, you being able to provide for your partner and your kids and the people around you and your dog and your cat and your bird and your fish and your plants and the tree, and all of it's in there. It's all in there. Yet life is going on around them. It's not, they don't live in a fantasy world where everything's happy and beautiful all the time. They live in the real world, but they're choosing to see these things. They're choosing to focus on what they are achieving and growing and the love in their lives. That feeling, knowing that you have grown something so beautiful in the past and you're maintaining that passion about it, brings out this beautiful energy about saying that it doesn't matter where I am. I am strong enough to go through this dark door. And also take that leap of faith that it's going to be amazing on the other side. So why do we have the Cozy Witch here / the Fool card in the future position? That came out so pretty. Ooh, the Devil. Alright, now the Devil energy is different. Let me cover up butts and nuts. Okay. Don't want to get in trouble here. Now, this Devil energy is a little scary. However, in the tarot, who has the Devil energy? Oh wait, is it Capricorn? Yes, it's Capricorn. This is you. This is you showing up in your most fiery, no one's fucking with me because no one's messing with the Devil. The Devil has no problem going through that dark door. The Devil has no problem jumping in feet first because the Devil's not worried about getting hurt. It's your strength. Tap into that. Tap into that strength and that what's the word I'm looking for? Resilience that the Devil has in order to move forward and embrace this new idea, which is being clarified by, what do we got? The Seven of Swords. Because the Seven of Swords, okay, so this is the challenges. This is how you're going to get through these challenges. Because Seven of Swords is challenge, being tricked, that kind of shit. But, as you can see, she's stealing these swords that they have here that they want to use against her. She's actually stealing 5 of these, as I can see, right? There's 2 left here, yeah. So she's stealing 5 of these. What's the 5 of Swords? Confusion. She's taking away any clarity. Leaving those 2 swords, leaving them with a choice. You still want to come for me? I don't think that's a good idea. Because I have this Devil energy in me. That is my strength and my power, and I don't always want to use it, but when I have to, I will. I'll use it to get through these cards. I'll use it to maintain my sense of, I got this, and my family has this no matter what, once I go through this doorway. Let's pull from Moonology real quick. Damn, Capricorn. Damn. Pulling from Moonology, see if there's anything else. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, we'll get there. Okay, landing on top of there. Focus. Focus on your part Focus on your part when you're starting to feel like things are coming at you, when people are coming at you, and they want to attack you as you're going through this deck. Because again, like I said, when the Fool goes through this deck, they have to go through all 78 cards. So it's the ups and the downs, and the downs can be really fucking scary. Because the devil, you're not afraid of the devil. You can harness that energy and bring that fire up and burn anything down that needs to be burned down. If you just focus on keeping a clear mind, choosing with the Two of Swords, choosing to clear away any confusion is how I'm seeing this card today. But you need to focus on that because you are clear-headed, you are clear-minded, and you do have beautiful, fresh, sparkly ideas after going through this doorway. So don't let any of that bullshit that wants to come and bring you back to where you were from the past get you in any trouble, because you are moving forward, very obviously. Gonna get a Spirit Oracle deck. Spirit Oracle card as a final message. Beautiful. Put that here. Alright, Capricorn. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, hit the comment button, and leave me a little fire, because you guys are on fire. Fiery Earth today. Alright, you know what? I'm actually pulling one of these two. These badass affirmation cards. I love them. Can I have one of these affirmation cards, please, for Capricorn? Just one. Thank you. What do we get before we do your story? Whoa, they all come down. I mean, you're all these things and all these amazing energies. But today you got, don't half-ass anything. If you're going to fuck it up, fuck it all the way up. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Fuck it all the way up. Harness that devil energy to let go of the past so you can balance shit out. So you can find your next step. And when you go through this doorway, you're not afraid. I just did your whole story, didn't I? Okay. My hardworking, beautiful, devil-y little Capricorns, you have no problem planting things and staying loyal and making sure that they come out okay, which is how you got to this Knight of Pentacles, this very sturdy and trustworthy energy. You planted a tree, you watched it grow, you know it's secure enough to take off all the little barriers. Nothing can knock this thing down short of a chainsaw. But that's not something you're worried about, because you're excited. You're excited to go on to the next thing. When the next thing came up here in front of you, which is the moon, you got a little apprehensive about it. How can you not? You're like, oh shit, I'm not sure. But what the door didn't know, and what the fear inside you didn't know, is that the Ten of Cups is already a reality. You have already been living this way because you've watched the growth and you've already accepted that you are the one that's doing that. So this doorway is nothing. The apprehension you thought of, nothing. You're able to let go of the past because you're okay with it. It doesn't need you anymore. Something else needs you. So stepping through that doorway and taking the leap of faith as the Fool to get through these cards, no problem. It's no problem, because you have the devil energy. This is your superpower card. So you can focus and choose to see things for what they really are. If someone's trying to come at you, that's no problem. I have this devil energy, and guess what? I'm going to steal these 5. I'm going to take away that confusion and leave you with the choice. Do you still want to come at me? Because I have these 5 swords and you got 2. You still want to come for me? I don't think so. This is a beautiful, beautiful realization that you have been able to harness and you have access to in your future, if you stay balanced. Final message today. Count all of your blessings, even the small ones. And that's how you're going to stay balanced, by the way. And staying in the attitude of gratitude, Nine of Pentacles. Staying in the attitude of gratitude is going to help you do that, because you've grown so much, not just a tree. This is just the biggest thing you've grown. But look back at all the things you've been able to do. And then say, okay, I'm good now. Count all of your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that is yet to come into it. Your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? Isn't that a wonderful thought? Your best days are still ahead of you. So all this amazing passion and growth that you've achieved is not even going to compare to what's coming for you. What's coming for you is amazing, because you're finding the balance between the past and the present, between being able to dip back and be grateful for the things that you've made while still leaving them in the past so you can focus all that love and loyalty on the future. Good for you. Take care, Capricorn.